Aquarius, hey Aquarius. Today you are most compatible with Capricorn. Today you may be feeling just a little bit helpless, okay? 5 p.m. could be important for you today, tomorrow. Whenever you see this message, Aquarius, I'm recording for you on Sunday. Sundays are the day of the sun. Sundays bring the energy of healing. Sundays is illumination. It's the energy of your character, your reputation and personality, your self-expression, your courageousness, your ability to be bold and I said self-expression. Aquarius, you'll look nice in the color pink, or the color pink may appear in your day. Pink is the energy of unconditional love. It is your balance between spiritual and material beliefs. Your good luck number for today is the number 84 or 48, which reduces down to a 3. And 3s are the energy of understanding, your ability to see clearly, your third eye chakra. So, hey, hi, good morning, Aquarius. How are you? I hope you all are happy, healthy, and productive in your energy today. It is just before 6 a.m. as I record for you, Aquarius, on Sunday morning. And thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, and hyping the videos. I appreciate all of your support. If you haven't subscribed already, Aquarius, do me a big favor. Hit the subscribe button before you leave the channel today. It is absolutely free for you to subscribe, friend. And YouTube told me that most of you guys watching are not actually subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe, friend. You already watching. Thank you, Aquarius. So, Aquarius, we're going to do a weekly read. We're going to pull energy for every day of the week, and we will see what's causing the energies. And then we'll get some energy. We may, if we need to get energy on the outcome. Usually it just flowed all together for the first video that I did. So, we may need to get outcome energy. We may not. We'll see. But let's see. Let's put this here. And then we will... what did I say? I forgot what I was saying, Aquarius. So we're going to see what's causing these energies. And then we'll see the outcome if we need to. But usually it kind of clarified itself. Aquarius, there'll be a timestamp in the comments where you can forward through. Well, there'll be two comments. I'm sorry, there'll be one comment, one where you can forward through to where I actually start discussing the cards here because I'm rambling and getting caught up in my words, okay? And then there'll be the daily timestamps will be there as well, so you can reflect back every day throughout the week because you probably won't remember everything I say today. But reflect back every day throughout the week to see, you know, how the messages apply or may apply, okay? So let's see. The balcony door is open, as you can hear. Birds, ducks, geese. There's a lake and a dog park. If this is your first time watching, then there's a lake and a dog park. Sometimes we can hear them. Oh, I hope that doesn't bother you. Oh no. All right, so let's see, Aquarius. Let's shuffle just a little bit more. So let's pull the energy first, because when I did it in the first video, I did Libra before you guys, and it made the video extremely long, pulling them one at a time. So let's see. Monday. And then Tuesday. Let's see. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. And then, okay. So for Sunday, Aquarius, you have Deceit with the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords, we know, is your natural energy. Deceit is the energy of some sort of trickery, some sort of deception or manipulation, right? Deceit could also be the energy of temptation, like something's tempting you, but the temptation is dishonest or misleading. Monday, you have the goddess of the moon and the devil, which is, insane because it's the same energy folding over from Sunday, okay? So we'll take a look a little bit more to kind of clarify what this is. The goddess of the moon is it's your connections to your emotions. It's your connections to, and look at this, Aquarius. Deceit is card number 25, which reduces down to a 7, and goddess of the moon is 52. So it's the same number, just transposed, right? The goddess of the moon is your intuition, it's your emotions, your things that are hidden or unknown. And like I said, there's definitely some sort of deception here. Again, the devil is the same energy as deceit. It's your morals and integrity are being questioned. And you're in the King of Swords energy, which is your natural energy. You just have your sword up. So I definitely feel like someone's challenging your integrity or your authority or your position or your morals. Tuesday, you have the thinking woman. The thinking woman could be someone that is related to you, because this would be similar to the Queen of Swords. Could be a spouse, or could be a sibling, or someone that's related to you by blood, or it could be a spouse or an ex-spouse. Typically the King of Swords and Queen of Swords are divorced. Right? The thinking woman is connected to the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. The Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, some sort of, so it almost feels like this could be you. Whatever this moral decision is, or integrity, or whatever it is that's being questioned here, this deceitful energy, I feel like it's also impacting this thinking woman. I keep wanting to say the Queen of Swords, but it's the thinking woman, same energy. I feel like it's impacting this thinking woman as well, because they have a confusion decision to make here, the Seven of Cups, between the Ace of Pentacles, their money, or a new opportunity maybe to make money or increase their money, and some sort of spiritual, or the Hierophant is usually religious, so some sort of religious or conservative traditional belief. The High Priestess would be the spiritual one, but I feel like whatever this moral decision is, it impacts this thinking woman as well. Wednesday, you have your heart chakra, and it's connected to the Three of Swords. I said you may feel a bit helpless in your energy this week, Aquarius, and this kind of makes sense, right? There's some sort of morals or integrity or traditional or conservative belief system. Your heart chakra, I said, the goddess of the moons, your emotions, how you feel about something. The Three of Swords is a sadness, it's a disappointment, it's emotional pain, right? Feeling emotionally bothered. Thursday, you have your sixth chakra, which is your third eye chakra. It's connected with the Knight of Cups. So there's some sort of clarity that comes in. I feel like, this King of Cups, The King of Cups is a very charming energy, but it's also someone that's actually coming in to help. Even if it's just the energy of kind of making you feel better emotionally, maybe wanting to take you out, like, hey, let's go get something to eat. Let's, they're trying to lift your spirits. But I feel like they are telling you something that's going to lift your spirits. They're giving you some sort of clarity or insight that's going to, kind of make you feel better. On Friday, you have Cornucopia, Three of Cups. So you see how the energy kind of clears up after you get this clarity on Thursday. By Friday, you feel much better. You have Cornucopia and the Three of Cups. So some sort of gathering or celebration, like I said, going out with a friend. I feel like, this Knight of Cups is inviting you out. And then on Saturday, you have anxiety and the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you're starting the week out, Aquarius, feeling, like maybe you've been manipulated by this person here in the Knight of Cups. And it could be because before they're the Knight of Cups, they're the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is the energy that can be a bit emotionally manipulative, right? They're offering usually because they need something back. And it feels like, this energy is pretty heavy for you. I feel like you feel very, very manipulated or deceived here. And you're feeling like I feel like you feel kind of defeated, even though I don't see the Ten of Swords, right? It just feels like it's weighing on you very heavily emotionally, right? The Devil and Deceit. And then you have your heart chakra and the three of Swords. And then in your horoscope energy, I got helpless. So it just feels like it's something, and I feel like it's maybe because you are not hearing from someone. Could be the thinking, this thinking woman could be the same energy as the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, as the thinking woman could be the same energy as the Knight of Cups. I was looking at this Ace of Pentacles because it's almost like I said, whatever this moral deception decision is, I feel like it has something to do with this thinking woman. The Ace of Wands, yeah, because their decision, like I said, is geared around this Ace of Pentacles, which would be a new beginning or a new opportunity, typically to increase their money. And then the Ace of Wands is a new job or a new opportunity to start a project together. Yeah, look at this. There's a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles here. And then there's a Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. I feel like, if this is some sort of partnership or friendship or group, I don't know, Aquarius. I mean, I guess you would know who all of these people are, right? The Fool, the Four of Wands, yeah, and then the Sun. It's almost like, whatever this decision is that this thinking woman, they're having to make a moral decision as well, like an opportunity to increase their money or to be more, to remain, true to their religion and, whatever it is that they believe in traditionally. I feel like there's a Queen of Cups that's either walking away. Yeah, I feel like there's a Queen of, I keep saying the wrong people. A Queen of Pentacles is walking away from an opportunity. There's something about the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands and this other opportunity, because it almost feels like you start the week off, like I said, feeling very very emotionally stressed. And then I feel like by the middle of the week, Thursday, you still have fourth chakra, heart chakra. Like you're still kind of emotionally bothered. But then by Thursday, that, like I said, there's a conversation or clarity or something, some sort of message you're going to hear from someone. This King of Cups. And that brings about, the cornucopia. Your hard work is paying off. But then by Saturday, it's almost like you're anxious again about this connection. It feels like someone has multiple options here. This thinking woman, they have a decision to make because they have multiple options. They have a Queen of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles, a King of Wands. They have you, the King of Swords. They have multiple options. And it almost feels like you're one of the options. So you have to kind of sit around and wait to hear from them. Like they date a lot. And you're just one of the many that this person dates. And I feel like it plays on your emotions. The Ten of Wands, You feel very stressed and weighed out, like defeated. And it carries in your energy very heavy, and it has you down a lot. And then when you hear from this person, it picks your spirits back up, just for that moment. And then you go right back to not hearing from them and feeling very anxious of where you stand with this person, right? Anxiety, Three of Pentacles, feeling anxious about your connection, your partnership, your collaboration, right? Look at this. Community. It's usually, celebrating or working together with the like-minded people. Maybe, all of you guys work together. But there's definitely a community, a group of people here. But in the outcome, you have the Fool, the Four of Wands, and the Sun. So, whatever it is that is hidden from you here in this moon energy on Monday, by the end of the week again, or maybe this conversation, the sun illumination, you do get clarity. Let's get one on the devil really quickly just to see what's testing your morals or your integrity here. It almost feels like someone's pushing you or they're trying your patience. You just feel a little defeated. I think I said helpless in the horoscope, but, just a little. But I feel like you get the clarity. Someone's definitely going to bring you. Ooh, sorry. Sorry, I was drinking water before I started recording. Someone's going to bring you the answers. Let's see. What's this devil energy about? Yeah. Look at that. Clarity. It's a truthful, honest conversation. I feel like you don't get to speak to this person. You don't hear from them. What's the Knight of Cups talking about? Because I feel like that's, whatever it is that's weighing on you, it has something to do with, conversation or clarity. Okay, but I said that clarity comes in on Thursday. Let's see, what's this Knight of Cups? So the Six of Cups, someone or something from your past, yeah, it has you stressed out, okay? So try not to let it, well, I can't say, it feels like you already are, Aquarius, okay? But by the end of the week, the energy clears up. Let's get one more on the Three of Pentacles, because by Saturday, you're feeling a bit anxious again. Like on Thursday and Friday, you feel much better. I feel like you go out or you hear from the person, whoever it is that you are anxious about here. But then on Saturday, you go right back to feeling a bit anxious. I don't know, Aquarius. If someone has you this anxious, they're not really a good person. So the Knight of Pentacles, well, they're not a good person. They're just not in a good energy. I don't really like them. I'm sorry. I don't like your person, Aquarius. I don't like how they're making you feel. Let me say that. I don't know your person. Feel like you're worried about if you're going to hear from them. You will. Six of Pentacles. You'll hear from them. The Knight of Pentacles. It's just going to take them a long time to reach out. And I feel like maybe that's what's making you anxious. But you will hear from them. The Empress. I feel like they have a lot of responsibility. They have a lot of people around them. The Empress is the same energy as this thinking woman. The Empress, the Emperor, yeah, the Hangman. So it almost feels like not only does this person have, you know, all of these other options down here in the Seven of Cups, this Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen, like they also have a spouse. Now on the other side of this, if this is just like some sort of work, doesn't feel like work, honestly, it doesn't. But because the community energy is the energy of working together with like-minded people, right? It almost feels like if this is a work or maybe even some sort of the Hierophant, some sort of church or religious group or meeting or congregation or something like that, right? I know I can't think of all the words of all the everythings that it could be, but someone has a spouse for sure, and they're seeing other people. Because, you know, this this Empress is connected to the Emperor and the Hanged Man. Someone is definitely a traitor here. And I said, not a good person, right? And then I said, well, I don't know your person, but they're a traitor. They're not a good person. Okay. Now that is for certain. Again, I still don't know your person, but the Hanged Man is not a good person. It's a traitor. Google it. Okay. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of I can definitely understand why you're anxious because it feels like there's a lot of people involved in this connection here. So, Aquarius, make sure you come back to the video every day throughout the week. I'll timestamp it in the comments so you can kind of just take each day as it comes. It looks like, you know, you're going to feel a little stressed this week, but kind of just hang in there and know that by Thursday you'll get the clarity that you need and you'll feel much, much better on Thursday and Friday. And then you'll be a little anxious Saturday, but again, you'll hear from the person, you'll get the support. I feel like there's something with the money that comes up on Saturday. Like maybe they say someone says they're going to give you money and then they take forever to do so. And it has you feeling a little anxious. That's what that feels like on Saturday. So we'll leave the energies here for now. Don't forget to comment, like, hype, subscribe. All of the free ways for you to support the channel, Aquarius. I appreciate you hanging out and spending so much of your time with me on Sunday if you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.